Hello, geometry people. Welcome to the next installment. Today we're going to learn about the two words complementary and supplementary, and we'll do a few problems involving them. Two angles are supplementary if their sum is 180. That's the definition of the word supplementary. The sum is going to be 180. Two angles are complementary if their sum is 90. That's the definition of complementary. So we have to memorize those two words. An example of supplementary would be two angles, say 140 and 40, because they add up to 180. An example of complementary is 50 and 40, because they add up to 90. If I asked you what is the complement of 30, I mean what is the angle that will add up to 90 if you start with 30? And the answer is 60. 60 is the complement of 30. You just subtract the angle from 90. What is the supplement of 135? Well, you take 135 and subtract it from 180 and you get 45. So 45 is the supplement to 135 because they add up and give you 180. So those are the two words. Sum is 90 is complementary, sum is 180 is supplementary. So let's take a look at just a couple of problems. The measures of two supplementary angles are in a ratio of 13 to 2. Find each angle. Well, what do we know? We know the two angles add up to 180 because it says they're supplementary. And we know they're in a ratio of 3 to 2. That means one is 3 parts and the other one is 2 parts, and those 2 parts add up to 180. Well, we don't know what those parts are, so let's call them x. And that's my suggestion always, whenever you're given a ratio problem, just stick x's on the two ratios and solve it. So 13 to 2, the ratio of 13 to 2 becomes 13x and 2x. And what do we know? We know that they're supplementary, so the sum is 180. And that would be the equation to find the answer. Well, combine like terms, you get 15x equals 180. And then when you divide by 15, you get x is equal to 12. Okay? So find each angle. The two angles were 13x and 2x. So if you do 13 times 12, you get 156. The other angle was 2x. So if you do 2 times 12, you get 24. How can we tell if we've done this correctly? Well, what should the sum of the two angles be? 180, because they're supplementary. Well, what does 156 and 24 add up to? I hope you said 180, because it does add up to 180, and we have done that problem correctly. All right, let's look at one more. Two angles are complementary. Well, that tells us that the sum is going to be 90. If the measure of angle 1 equals 7x plus 2, and the measure of angle 2 equals 5x minus 20, find each angle. Sorry for that little scribble and smudge. You can't really erase on this, can you? Not like the smartboard. So, angle 1 and angle 2 add up to 90. So we're just going to take angle 1, which is 7x plus 2, and angle 2, which is 5x minus 20, and that's going to equal 90. How do we solve this? Combine like terms. 7x and 5x is 12x. Plus 2 minus 20, when you combine a plus 2 and a negative 20, you get negative 18. That's combining like terms. Add 18, you get 12 x is equal to 108. Divide by 12, and you get x is 9. Well, how do we find each angle? We take the x and we plug it into 7x plus 2. What is 7 times 9 plus 2? I'm plugging that into angle 1 there. 7 times 9 is 63, plus 2 is 65. The other angle is 5x minus 20. What's 5 times 9 minus 20? 5 times 9 is 45, minus 20 is 25. And what is the sum of 65 and 25? It is 90. That's each angle. Complementary adds up to 90. Supplementary adds up to 180. Good luck with the homework, and as always, ask me questions.